don't even know if we've used Boom at all, so that might be a good opportunity to mess around with that too. Yeah, look at that damage. So I mean, at this point, I guess if you have both of these, like, you got options. You can either, like, seal synergy for free without any cost, or you could, but risk wasting your turn because it doesn't work. Or you could do a synergy seal, or you can go for this Djinn charm, which costs synergy to use. Oh hey Berards, funny seeing you all the way out here. I still have the sauna dress. Surely there was stronger equipment I could have gotten me at this point, but I mean, boost speed, resist fire. Definitely good enough to at least wait until the next town to worry about that. Also, I just remembered that my Djinns are still messed around from Colosso. I guess I'll fix that afterwards, though. I was gonna make a comment of, this battle seems to be going on longer than usual, but then I remember, like, this is we're kinda at a new area, so of course the enemies are gonna be stronger. We're finally not over level, assuming we were over level before. Which I feel pretty confident we weren't. Which is that, though. Alright, this should be enough to finish you off. I was gonna say, one of these Djinns should finish it off. There we go. I mean, I just realized we have enough for the second tier of the Jacket Depth class. And it's not, I don't think it's as strong as a Tri-Elemental class, but it's something we can mess around with. I think I used the Ranger class in Gondowan Cave. It's been a week, and I already forgot though. I think the downside is, like, if we put, oh, that is still a bit of a downgrade, but I mean, considering how much of, I guess the big downside of the Tri-Elemental class, and it's kind of something like I've only really realized after the fact. Yeah, you get access to all elements, and some pretty interesting synergy abilities and combinations, but if you mess with your Djinns at all, there's very little wiggle room. Like, you're really the classes are already, like, typically weaker than your Tri-Elemental classes. But on top of that, like, messing with your Djinns at all kind of, like, screws you up pretty well in the stats department, as you can kind of see here. It is, I found some interesting combinations with it at the very end of the game when we have as many Djinns as possible. Gives you a slight bit of wiggle room, but still a fair bit of risk and reward in the process. Anyways, new items, or new enemies to play around with. Maybe we get some new items. Oh yeah, we got this from equipment we got from one of the Djinns in Alton. Plus, I'm pretty sure this ability is kind of exclusive to the class. We can have some fun with that. And maybe I'll actually talk for more than 2 seconds to actually showcase the enemies as well as the items. I don't know if there's anything too crazy to mention. They are mostly just recolors of enemies that we faced before. But the air cap in particular is something you kind of have to worry about because of the whole paralyzation thing, you know. Actually, I could probably, like, keep it from using synergy altogether. Right, that's right, no healing. And barely any room to mess around with anything. Which feels like overkill, but Mia needs healing in some form this turn. Oh. Also, I'm a fool. I boost Isaac's attack, and I'm using synergy in the process. Alright, so at least we don't have to worry about getting stunned again. And maybe I should at least finally capitalize on that freaking attack stat he's got. And might as well throw a mineral on our way. I don't think I've ever actually showcased what gravity does in battle. Maybe I did when we first got the move, but it's been a while, so I guess a refresher wouldn't hurt. Yeah, this is a pretty decent wish turn if I say so myself. So it didn't work, but it's basically a cheap defense drop. It doesn't drop defense as much as your normal defense dropping synergy or abilities, but it is, as you can see, one of the cheaper abilities available. Oh, use Little Stinker. I forgot you could heal. Well, that's fine. You're alone. I don't see this battle going on too much longer. Actually, there's probably no reason to even hoard these summons or anything like that. So let's just go all out. Oh, thank goodness that was enough to finish it off. I mean, I guess I don't... I think I'm fine without the experience as a result. But I mean, we're just doing random encounters. I can just swap over to something more serious, like not the Toolsmith class, once we get out of random battles. I made all that fuss about actually using stuff in random battles, just to immediately go for equipment synergy instead. Oh, I'm not sure if we got that from level up or I just didn't get around to using it. But I think now's a good time as any to bust on open that synergy and show off what it's about. Smog Star. So this is probably the power and range that you're more familiar with the Shuriken item. Or you could just kill yourself, that's fine. I think you might have a good equipment, or if it's just a rare equipment that we could have gotten from a previous bee, but let's see. I don't think I've shown off Kana Strike. Brand feels kind of pointless at the moment. Let's just go straight for Spa. Actually, if I finish faster, we could like capitalize on this to actually... Yeah, I would go for this, but we're gonna get healed. Well, if it does survive this turn, then this dude is gonna be in for a bad time. So Counter-Strike isn't too eventful. It's basically like a wind version of Torch, I believe it was, from Vanilla Golden Sun, where it just doesn't attack. It might bypass like 50% of their defense. So like if it's something that's normally really bulky, like the rats, it could be useful for that. Also, I just remembered that you can probably do a few things in town. Is there even anything you can really get up here? Does this really just exist just to talk to this one NPC? I guess so. So... that's how you get back there. Didn't take too long to remember. All that for a hard knot. Well, when did we get our fortified cookie? Maybe from one of the rats? Oh, that's right. I think I might have sold... I think I sold the fortified cookies. And just kept the fresh ones because they have the heal any status element, including some that our synergy can't even take care of. I can't remember there was something else in here that we have to go and get. I know, like, you get important minor cutscene here, but until I put the dialogue back in, minor cutscenes don't really matter too much. We're not even gonna get someone to say, "Dump water on the tornadoes," which is a shame because that's how they expected to figure out the puzzle going into the next area. It's already so easy to miss as is if you're not already in the standard RPG tradition of just talking to every single NPC in the area. I mean, we haven't used realities in a while, but that's also the reason I sold off the ones we had. Oh, that's why I'm here. I think, like, I could have sworn that this is a shop where they update our artifact shop for another Water Life, or I think in our case, a Divine Wing, but it might be the next town. Now we're doing pretty good, but like, we use some synergy. It can't hurt to top it back off. Actually, maybe I can just check real quick for hidden items. Yeah, like 72 coins. It's not nothing, but sure, we can get that money back in a single battle. Yeah, I figure I'd take the opportunity of just cutting out all the failed item searching to just do our heal. Now, eventually, I want to go... Oh, that's right. Isaac's the ninja. That's why he has the lower defense. Have I buffed Ivan enough to the point where Mia would actually use the boost? Not quite. Kind of want to go through all of Shulla Desert and then take on Lumpa. But then I'll have to go back through the Shulla Desert again because there's no fast travel point up all the way until Lavarado. So yeah, I could just warp to Lumpa, but I did just remember that this could be our one opportunity to actually showcase how you would normally get back to Lumpa in normal Golden Sun, where fast travel doesn't exist. And plus, it gives me an excuse to use these less than optimal classes like the Toolsmith a tiny bit longer. So, from Toby, if you take this downward path here, you come across this cave, the Gondowan Cave. Now, I wanted to show this off specifically because of... There we go. I'm saying, I'm hoping we get into a few random encounters because that's honestly the most eventful thing of here. I decided to have fun with this area considering it's completely optional dungeon with the new fast travel. Even if you go for 100%, you could still completely skip out on this area, so I decided to just have a little fun with it. And we may need to go into more random battles to actually catch on to the proper theme of this place, but the Stalagmite family is back, and they brought their big brother. Now, this place isn't completely pointless, because I believe there are a couple items. I don't remember if they're any good. They're definitely not anything critical, but they could be useful. Might take a little bit to fully remember how to make the most out of them. I mean, yeah, let's try Soul Quaff. When else am I gonna really get use out of it? Oh, that's right, you were in the ninja class, so you're gonna go before everyone anyways. I mean, yeah, I got 5 HP out of that, I guess. I gotta resist every temptation to use the fast up button for every animation. Got a little spoiled on that. Cool. No, I don't think explosion. I don't think dynamite counts as a synergy, so that's kind of pointless. Can get some defense up just to be on the safe side. Mad Blast might actually they might be actually so weak that Mad Blast finishes them off. Not quite enough to really make a dent. But you can't really have a cave. Talking about enemies a bit more, you can't really have a cave without the Stalagmite family. I'm way too proud of that silly name to have them not be used for more than one dungeon. Downside is that they're pretty weak at this point in the game, so I made up for it by putting them in pretty large hordes with their much stronger friend. Right. Quick wish, just top up everyone's HP while I have the opportunity to. I'm actually surprised I didn't take anyone out. Okay, apparently I forgot you're not weak to wind. You're not weak to fire because that's what the Stalagmites are weak to. Oh, that's right, you're fire enemies that go boom D8. Because apparently explosions equal fire. I completely forgot about that. There's our water Jinnies. What do I even do with you? Guess I could use Rapid instead of Wish and save a little synergy. I guess just in case you survive. Also, I forgot that you're faster and go first, so yeah. It might actually have been smart to soften it off a little bit. Just enough to actually be able to finish it off with this. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about finishing it off. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of... Oh, he just doesn't have a lot of synergy because, literally in his weakest class possible. Hello. Where are all your friends, little Stalagmite? Don't you know big bad adepts come through here and can just beat you up in 2 strikes? Right. Lucky medal. Okay. Trip already worth it, cause can't have too many lucky medals. And an apple. Been a while since we've gotten one of these, so I won't complain. That's the weakest, but it's not like I'm going to use this physical attack too much. At least not to the point to offset how little... Gary has worse attack. This was a twist I didn't see coming. No, I think I'm still going to give it to Mia just because I occasionally use her for attacking. Meanwhile, like, Gary and Isaac I use for attacking so much that I can just steadily give them a supply of attack boosting. Oh, and hey! New enemy! Let me see if I can lower your defense. That might actually be useful. You're a George, so that's sadly not really gonna help. Speaking of boosting attack, though. Oh, you can have your defense lowered. Fantastic! I am definitely gonna capitalize on this. So it's a Jark, so it has all the annoying gimmicks that Family Line has, but it can also do that. I mean, it's not called a vampire or a blood dryer for nothing. Vampires, blood, vampires eat blood, potato, potato. I forgot if you're actually weak to that, but I guess we're gonna find out soon enough. You are probably actually weak to wind, So of course I finished you off with the wrong thing. But it's fine. And we're almost at the end. Didn't quite show off every enemy combination I wanted to in this place, but I think we've at least seen every enemy. Just assume that, like, the blood jerks... You know, I might as well just call them blood jerks. Can also be in group formations with their weaker counterparts. That's kind of the whole gimmick of this place. Like, you have really old enemies, but if you come here as early as possible, you're also introduced to their stronger variants much earlier than normal, so that's kind of just balancing itself out. And really, no encounters here at all. I have to wander over here to get some. Oh, I forgot that the bats show up here, so I guess it's a good thing we got into one more battle, because we can see that gimmick with one more set of enemies. Hello, Merc Bats. It's been about forever and a half since we've last seen you. Been a little bit longer since we've seen your elemental counterpart, but... No, please don't call for your neon bat friends. The last thing we need is frickin' neon bats coming in to replace the much stronger variant. Not gonna be honest, that was an unfortunate turn of events. Okay, you're weak to wind. So I probably should be using more wind genies. But if it takes you out, that's fine. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. Just to make sure things don't get too ugly. Oh, I don't think we actually have shown off the unleash of those Djinn mitts. So many words they use it have the same 3 letters in them. It's kinda easy to accidentally use one or the other.